Jesus' reply would have scared any of us away or shut us down.
That's right.
Because we don't want to hear the truth about ourselves. We don't want to hear that, yeah, I've had 5 husbands. I'm on number 6, but he's really not mine. So Jesus, then number 4, makes an announcement to her. He said, let me be transparent with you. Let me be intimate with you. Because, again, she tries to divert the conversation. He says, well, when that Messiah comes, he's going to tell us everything that we need to know. He becomes very transparent and naked with her and says, I am he. He had never done that before. He had never done that before. So when I'm studying this and I get the revelation and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, Lord, well, you could have came a little bit earlier. You could have came on husband number 1. Why did it take so long for you to get to this point? And as I begin to pray and God began to reveal some things to me, he says, sometimes you need a good opener and sometimes you need a good closer. Y'all just missed it, but that's all right. I'm going to shout for myself. Sometimes you need a good opener and then sometimes you need a good closer. So let's just say husband number 1 was the high school sweetheart. Let's say number 2 was just, a little big groaner. Let's say number 3 was, the one that got away. Let's say number 4 was just, he gave me my babies. Let's say number 5, he was grown, he was sugar daddy, so I just took him because I didn't have no problem. He didn't want no more kids. He was already settled in his ways. And number 6, so number 5 died. I'm just using my spiritual imagination. Number 5 died, so now I'm now on number 6. But what y'all don't understand is who was number 7? Who was the 7th man that comes into her life? I told you, sometimes you need a good opener and sometimes you need a good closer. Jesus was the 7th man that came into her life and totally changed her life. The opener was, she was the first one that Jesus revealed that he was the Messiah. So do you understand the exchange that's going on here? Do you understand that they are having a transparent moment and close moment together that neither one of them have experienced before? Because you have to understand that, come on y'all, sip some lemonade with me. Sip some lemonade with me for a second. Everything couldn't have been her fault.
That's right.
For those marriages. Come on, y'all, let's get in formation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everything couldn't have been her fault. So now you got this man that's opening up, that's transparent, that told me everything I ever done, and he's still here? He's still here? He's told me everybody I've been with. He's told me everything I've done, and he's still here. And on top of that, he's exposed himself to me. What kind of man is this? Number 7. I ain't gonna put Lucky on there. I'm talking about number 7. Jesus is number 7. Completion. So we may not understand why Jesus didn't come on number 1. We may not understand why he didn't come on number 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. But we do understand why he's number 7, because he's completed her now. Now she's complete. Now she has no more guilt, no more shame. And now comes the time. I don't need to look no further. I don't have to ask anymore. I don't have to give up myself anymore. I don't have to do all those foolish things anymore. She gets so excited about number 7 that she leaves her water pot. She goes running back into the town to talk to King James, say the men now. She talks to the men. Can you understand the very people that she was avoiding? She runs back into the city and says, come see about a man. Y'all missed it. She runs back to the men. New King James says the people, but King James says she ran back to the men because the sisters didn't want to talk to her because she probably had one of their men that she was probably number 1, number 2, number 3, number 5, number 6. She, you know how we do, sisters. We don't want to talk to her because we're too busy talking about her. We that she had to say. Because when you have that type of reputation, what can you tell me? What can you say to me? So she intentionally, with a purpose, runs to the man and says, come see about a man that's told me everything I've ever done, and he might just be the Christ. He might just be the Christ. This woman has so much power. She's so on fire. She's been changed. She's been renewed. She's been redeemed. She's been forgiven. She's on fire for God. She has so much conviction and so much love and so much passion that the men start coming. What? The one that y'all talked about. You know she got 5 husbands, and the one she with now don't want to talk about the men. So that means if she had 5 husbands, weren't they in the number 2? Yes. The men come running back to see who this man was. Because they didn't just want to take her word for it. But what I'm trying to say to you, my sisters and my brothers, when you have an encounter with Jesus, he totally changes your life in an instant. So much so that when people see you, they're going to see Jesus on you. They no longer saw the guilt. They no longer saw the shame. They no longer saw the men. They no longer saw that lifestyle that she had before. They said something is going on with her. Yeah. He might just be the Christ. So I told you that, they had more in common than they ever thought. See, Jesus was intentional and purposeful because he was trying to get us, not just her, but us too. There's different aspects that we as church folks and just people in general don't understand. We're so busy trying to get people holy. And don't understand what being holy means. That we don't want them to be holy, WHOLLY, meaning total, mind, body, soul, spirit. That we can't see that they're holy, HOLEY. We got so many holes in us and so many gaps in us. It's so many of us that are trying to fill those voids with any and everything. What are you trying to fill your gap with? What are you trying to fill your hole with? Are you trying to fill it with a man? Are you trying to fill it with a woman? Because we go either way nowadays. What are you trying to fill it with? Are you trying to fill it with your family, your career? What are you trying to fill your spiritual holes with? This was more than just about her needing something to drink. Her soul was in need of a Savior. That's why Jesus said, I must need go to Samaria. Because it's more than just her getting some water. It's more than just her meeting me. She's going to go and tell other people. They're going to believe her because they're going to see that she's been with me. Now, sometimes we can tell when you've been with somebody. You can smell them on you. You have those characteristics. You can tell that when you've been with somebody. But when you've really been with the Master, when you've really been with the Messiah, when you've really been with Jesus, when you really put his face in your hand, when you've really been with God, when you have really spent time on the mountain like we talked about last year, when you really spend time with Jesus, people can tell he's been with you. You got a goal that you never had before. You got a walk that you never had before. You got a talk that you never had before. You got a transformed mind that you never had before. Oh God, when you come into his presence, when you seek his presence, when you seek his face, you will have no problem with saying, come see about a man. And before we get so caught up on him and his number 7, what number are you on? What number are you on? Who have you put before God? Who have you put before Jesus? So I told you they have some similarities. If you could just make a mental list of everything that God knows about you that you wish that he did not know, you would start thanking him. think about everything that God knows about you. Think about everything God knows about you. And even though he is our creator, he has not thrown us away. He has not destroyed us. He has not gotten rid of us. He has not told us to go a different way. He has stayed there, and he begins to reveal himself unto you, because he says, this is my daughter. I know that she's thirsty. I don't want her to be thirsty for the wrong things. Give me to drink. Give me to drink. He says, when you get to that dry and thirsty place in your life, when you get to that place in your life where you have voids and you try to fill the void with everything, when you're looking for support and it's not there, when you're looking for your man to be there and he's not there, when you're looking for your mama to be there and they're not there, he says, give me the drink. When you make mistake after mistake, mistake after mistake, he says, come back, daughter, give me to drink. He said, if you drink from this, you'll never thirst again. And what I like about Jesus, he talks about a well. He talks about not just the well water, but a springing up. And you know that the well water just sits at the bottom, but a spring will spring up, and it'll overflow, and it'll flow out. And he says, I don't want you to sit in the well, because it'll remind you too much of a pit. But I want you to understand that if you get this spring water, if you get this Jesus water, you'll never thirst again. You won't have to look for a man. You won't have to look for a woman. You won't have to go back and get another degree because you now want to be a professional student. You won't have to try to sleep with anybody to climb up the corporate ladder. He says, give me to drink. I see my sisters in here. We have sold ourselves too short, trying to fill voids, trying to fill a void that was never intended for somebody else to fill. You'll never be able to fill it with creature comforts because he didn't design us this way. He designed us in mind, intentional, purposely to want him. You missed that. So you're going to keep trying. And you're going to keep trying to find things to fill those holes until you get to him. Yes. And the good news is, he's sitting right at the well. He rerouted his plans. Do y'all understand what this is huge? Jesus only has a limited amount of time on the earth to do things. He thought enough of you, woman at the well, to reroute and come see about you. Come on, y'all know how it is when you sit, people want to, they'll come see about you. But they really just want to come see what they can see. They ain't coming to help. They ain't coming to help clean up. They ain't coming to wipe your tears. They ain't coming to do all that. They just coming to see so they can go report. But Jesus rerouted his disciples. And you know how them disciples are. They probably was like, Jesus, I mean, come on. Do we really have to go through Samaria? You know, the Jews, Samaritans, we don't get along. You know, we've been trying to avoid them. Do we really have to go? Jesus says, I must needs go. This is the encouragement for us this morning.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, God.
He's rerouting even right now. He says, I must need come to Pontiac. I see some women in the room that have tried everything. Yes, even us Christian women.
That's right. Amen.
Us women adorned in white.
Amen.
They got a whole bunch of black stuff going on underneath this dress.
Amen.
I see some women in white that have been struggling. I read my Bible. I'll come to prayer meeting. I'll come to Bible study. I'll come to Sunday school. I'll do all that church stuff. But I still got a void.
Yes.
I'm still hurting from my past hurts. I'm still holding on to my accuser. I'm still holding on. I haven't forgiven that person for what they did. Shoot, I need forgiveness. I'm walking around with my own guilt. Lord, when you going to forgive me? God said, I've been forgave you. I forgot about your transgressions. And I